And it was Robert and I, my husband, who started this idea. We were going to make this dinner work. So I want to welcome you and say good afternoon. Rabbi Kornblau, our dear honorees, members, relatives, alumni, and friends. It is really an honor to welcome you here. I am one of the newest members of this fine young Israel. When I walked into the shul, I was met by a rabbi and a congregation of warm, wonderful people. And I got to tell you, growing up in a community with lots of young Israels, this one is special. There's really this kind of family feeling. We all belong. Nobody looks at anybody. Nobody cares what you're wearing. It's just one of those wonderful places where you're always welcome. So, please allow me to start off by thanking my dinner committee for their hard work and devotion to making this event happen. Robert Greenberg, Sharon Davidson, Lainey Cohen-Grahman, Toby Holtz, Rabbi Kornblau, Debbie Turner, Charlotte Weinstock. I didn't have the patience or the time to call people, and it really made a tremendous difference. All the calls you made brought people together to make this event the true phenomenal thing it is. I also want to thank the Yihhwp Committee, who go out weekly and see that the Yihhwp is up and running. George Siener, Naftali Edelman, Mark Englander, Murray Lubin, Rabbi Kornblau, Yoni Kornblau, Gad Malamed, Saul Pearl, David Wolf. If I left anyone off, I'm sorry. Mark Fogel! Shout out, sorry. And last but surely not least, to our executive board, of which some members have been active for decades. Do you understand what that means? Making sure the lights are on, the heat is working, and that there is a kiddush for all the congregants. Mitch Marcus, Gad Malamed, Toby Holtz, Willie Davidson, Robert Greenberg, Sharon Davidson, George Siener, and Arthur Washwall. I was going to say a few words, but I think I'd rather read a letter that was sent to us when we sent this out to our alumni. Hello, Shul people and YIHHWP community. I am probably too late, but thought I'd send my thoughts. First of all, congregants, congrats to all the honorees. Honor well deserved, if not long overdue. As for the building, there are so many memories. Susan Fogel's recent email about the passing of Mr. Steve Diamond reminded me of so many more moments. All the Shabbat mornings as kids, we used to see Steve Diamond and Shep Rosen with rolled up sleeves and plastic aprons setting up the Kedushin and shooing us away from stealing a bite before the rest of the congregation came down at the end of Tefillah. They reminded us where we were supposed to be going on the lower level of the shul, to junior congregation, led by George Siener. A great time spent among your peers in a small space, sitting on those golden chairs, and for a short time, just the right amount of time, you were in a small shul just for you, with the Sidurim that had the numbered lines and the word reader to tell you just what to say out loud. The front of the siddur said, Da lifnei mi ata omed, something we all learned in junior congregation and took up with us well beyond the shul walls. At the end of each year, we received an award for attending junior congregation. I still remember how embarrassed and shy we all were on the designated Shabbat to line up in the back of the shul at the end of davening, waiting for our name to be called. The first year reward was always a siddur, inscribed by George Siener, to blank for attending junior congregation. I still have this siddur and used it to daven with so much that I grew accustomed to the page layout, Surat Hadaf. When I got married and my husband wanted to buy me a siddur, I said only that type would be sufficient. He searched high and low and even asked George Cedar where he got a copy. This exact sitter has been reformatted. After graduating junior congregation, I found a seat in the front of the women's section, a seat where I could look at the stained glass windows, and by the end of tefillah on a sunny day, the colors would reflect on your sitter. Among many wonderful women, my seat became my makom kavua in a shul, which was always and still is a makom kavua, a place which allowed me to grow and come closer to makom. There are many memories: Kiddushin, Sunday craft activities, Hanukkah and Purim parties, hanging out in the coat room, lollipop minyan, shalashudas, luncheons, etc. By now, the building could write a book telling of all the many events, different people, wonderful times that occurred behind the big doors and between those wooden walls. A building filled with neshama. May the building always be a home of Torah and Masim Tovim, a place for everyone's neshama for many years. Best wishes, Ray Zellholtz Weinstein. One more note came. To whom it may concern, we moved into Bayside in 1958 and lived there, twice high, 36 years, when we, after 3 children, 2 of whom were already living in Israel, and some grandchildren, we also decided to go on Aliyah. We have many memories of Rabbi Bernstein, Zichrono Livracha, Sahala, the bowling league, Amit, Emuna, the beautiful Kiddushin after service every Shabbat, Israel Day parades, and more, all things the YIWP was our focal point. We would have liked to have taken some parts of the young Israel with us, but we couldn't. And so we have the next best thing, friends and or their children, who also now live in Israel. We are sorry we can't attend the dinner in our honor, but we wish you Hatzlacha Rabbah in your hopes for a bright future. Very truly yours, Toby and Harvey Rebeck. And now we're going to continue, and I will call up our fearless leader, Mitch Marcus.
You really don't need to insult me like that.
It was my idea.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. First of all, let me just give thank you again to the dinner committee, Toby Holtz, Lainey Cohen-Grauman, Charlotte Weinstock, Sharon Davidson, and our chairs, Robert and Joyce Greenberg. It is an absolutely tremendous undertaking to pull off an event like this. And it's so much more than any individual family event because of the all-encompassing nature of not even knowing who you're going to invite and how are they going to get the invitations. We don't know who they are, where they are, how to get it out, how many people are going to come, do we have enough time, will it all get done? It is just such an amazing undertaking. And the fact that we're sitting here right now comfortably on, thankfully, a beautiful day, we give all credit to our dinner committee. I'm not going to speak too much about the honorees today because there are others more qualified than me to do so. But I needed to say,
Hello?
Mark, not now! Can't take him anywhere. Unbelievable. I apologize for that. There's probably some shul business going on. But that's what happens. We have shul business. And there's always something to be done for the shul, or there's some need to elevate those people in the shul. And it's such a huge undertaken that it can feel overwhelming. It can feel truly as if this is an endeavor that is simply not worth it. The truth is, trying to maintain a shul is, it's not a good job for some nice Jewish people, really. It really isn't. And I was thinking about this, and it just so happened that last night, I was sitting in my friend's home. My friend lives right here on 86th Avenue in Hollis Hills. I was sitting with him and his mother. And they don't belong to our shul, but they are Orthodox. Technically, they're Greek Orthodox, but still Orthodox. And my friend's mother mentioned to me, actually, a sermon that she had heard in, well, I guess her church. We'll call it a shul.